go even further beyond.
Yeah, my name's Zakashi, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the fastest way to complete the Legend Summer Adventure 2020. It's basically just an adventure grind, like we've had it in the past in the game, but actually I wanted to do it for this one specifically because they actually updated the way adventures work. Like there's even a 23-hour adventure now, so I wanted to cover everything based on this adventure grind, the most efficient way to do it, what would be the best way for you specifically, and just like how the drops work in general and how I think you should go about doing it. So for you guys that want to get through this, there's tickets available in the missions tab for you actually doing the adventures, so it would actually greatly benefit you just to actually complete the whole grind. Like there's benefits towards doing it, not just collecting the materials and stuff. So hopefully you're here because of that, and hopefully I help you by the end of this video. But yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you press the subscribe button because I'm going to be helping you in this video. So help me help you and help you help me. I hope that makes sense both ways. But also, before I get into it, all my social media links on the left. This is the YouTube channel, but we also got Twitter, Twitch, Reddit, Instagram, and a Discord link all in the description below. Besides from that, if you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment. We're already 2 minutes in, I haven't started, so yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to know is actually how to get the adventures. So you need to know which type of adventure you're going to want to be doing, but I'm going to show you where you can get all of them. So if you check the news, you'd actually get all the information anyways, but I'm just going to simplify and give you more explained version because some bits might not be clear to you. So if you want to get the 7-hour adventures, you do it from the event that says the Cell Evolving Lifeform. If you want to get the 3-hour adventures, you do through the event where it says Cell the Evolving Lifeform Part 2. And for each energy you actually get 1 adventure, so 10 energies, 10 adventures of that kind. If you want to get the 23-hour adventures, those will strictly be available through the login bonuses. Those are the most important out of all of them, but make a note on that one. That one's serious. You can only get them through the login bonuses, and all adventures last 24 hours, by the way, so just be aware of those ones are only in the login bonuses. And then the 1-hour ones, you actually get them through the exchange shop. They cost 1 watermelon slice, so it's not expensive at all, and you can also get 1 for each watermelon slice. So yeah, pretty simple. That's where you get all the types of adventures. In the news section, they also give you tips telling you which one to do, so the longer the adventure, the more rewards you'd actually get. But I'm gonna actually divert you from this kind of way of thinking, because during the day it would actually be more inefficient to do the longer hour adventures, and I'm going to show you that through the tutorial I'm giving you in this video. Also, before I get to showing you guys the drops, there's the actual boost units. These units will actually increase your chances of getting a great success or a huge success, which is actually way better than just normal drops. So you actually get more per drop, which is what you're actually going for. So you can see for the 1-hour and 3-hour jobs, you've got these God Key units here from the future as well, minus Whis. So Whis, Rose, Merge Zamasu, the new Vegeta and the new Goku. And then if we go to the 7-hour jobs and the 23-hour jobs, you see the Super Warriors there. So Baseball Yamcha, the new EX Krillin, the new EX Yamcha, EX Krillin, and EX Chaozu. So more time when you press auto, they'll automatically be equipped, these extreme units, these Super Warriors or the Sparkins, depending on what type of adventure you're doing. But if you want to just make sure before you actually start the job so that you can actually increase your chances of actually getting the maximum possible drop. Now right here is where I'm going to show you the good stuff, the actual good stuff you actually came for. So on the left we got the 1-hour adventures, and on the right we got the 3-hour adventures. And I know you've seen this upgrade because I never used to have the dual screen backgrounds like I did like before, but we up now. But yeah, I'm basically just showing you the consistency. I'm going to show you a series of 3 clips. So the first 3 clips that you saw already, they already played. This is the 4th one. It's going back to the first one. It's just showing that when you do the 1-hour ones, you'd on average per drop, like when I say per drop, it's like you see 100, 100, 100, 100. That's per drop. You'd get 100 or 100 to 150, maybe a bit more on the 1-hour ones. But when you do the 3-hour ones, you wouldn't get 100 or 150. You'd only get 200. So that's only double more for an extra hour on top. Like, when I say extra hour, if you were to double the drop amount and the time amount, you're wasting another hour to get less drops. So it'd be more worth your time to be doing the 1 hour drops, because you'll be getting more loot out of it than if you was to be doing the 3 hour drops. Now, I do have to consider that not everybody would have adventure keys and whatnot. So if you don't have a lot of adventure keys, then I do advise do the 3 hour ones. But if you want to get the most loot possible as fast as possible, do the 1 hour drops, because you're just going to be getting the most that you can get, obviously. Now, I haven't put the 7 hour ones and the 23 hour ones, because I'm going to talk about them differently. But throughout the day, there's 24 hours in a day. Let's say you're awake for you get what, 10 hours sleep. Let's just say, because I like to get 10 hours sleep. So you'd be sleeping 10 hours. That means you got 14 hours in a day. For those 14 hours, every single hour, you want to be setting 1 hour adventures, because that's how you're going to get the most out of everything. If you was to set 3 hour ones and you had 14 hours, well, you'd set a 3 hour one at when you hit 12 hours, and then you'd be asleep, so you'd actually mess up. And that's where the 7 hour and 23 hour adventures are going to kick in. But for the whole day, make sure you're doing 1 hour ones, because that's how you're going to get the most for it. It doesn't double when you do 3 hour. I mean, it doesn't triple when you do 3 hour ones. They actually reduce a bit of it, so that's why the 3 hour ones is actually much less. I know I reiterated it a couple times, but I want to get into your heads that just because it's more time doesn't mean you're getting more for the amount of time that you're using. And that's the thing about the adventure grind. So if you want to get most out of it, you got to be doing the shortest hours, which is 1 hour. Now, the best thing about this update, and what actually makes the adventure grind a lot more fun and a lot more easier to grind, is that they released a reattempt button. Now, that reattempt button is so useful. It only reattempts adventures that you actually have on. So if I'm doing 1 hour adventures and I can press the reattempt button, it will only reattempt 1 hour adventures. It won't just add any adventure that I have available. So make sure you stock up on the 1 hour ones that you can get from the adventure exchange drop. Make sure you do that. That reattempt button is really easy to just press. It's one press and it will just redo them the same way that you just did them. It's so beautiful, so amazing. Like, it's the best feature in the game right now, the way the game's looking. But that reattempt button is something that makes the grind really easier, so that's just something I wanted to point out. Now, unfortunately, I lost the footage, but I do have this screenshot. This is a screenshot of the result of me doing the 23 hour adventure, and they can drop the most. Like, it's insane how much they drop. Now, you want to be doing this one every time you have it, because it's only limited to the login bonuses, so you can't just access it whenever you want. And because it drops so much, it's actually the best one to go for. So if you get it through the login bonus, make sure you're actually doing that 23 hour adventure. If you was to unlock all the adventure slots using keys, you'd have 7 slots, but then use the first one for the 23 hour adventure, so that you're not actually wasting your keys on the other ones. And then make sure to do the 1 hour ones consistently, or you can do it the other way. It doesn't really matter what slot you do it on, but that's up to you. But I'm just saying that make sure you do the 23 hour adventures, because they drop a lot. You can see in the screenshot, it's like not even comparable, like not at all. Just, it's a no-brainer basically. Just make sure you do the 23 hour ones when you got them, and they drop pretty much every day at the login bonuses, like you can see it there. Now, the 7 hour drops, I haven't spoke about them, but it's mainly because I feel like they're only useful when you're actually going to sleep. Now, we're humans, so you're not going to be awake 24 hours forever. You go to sleep. Hopefully you don't have insomnia. Hopefully, I hope you're sleeping well. But whenever you go to sleep, whenever you're planning to go to sleep, make sure to set the 7 hour adventures. If you were doing 1 hour ones, you could sleep basically on the hour perfectly. But if you used to do 3 hour ones, you might have to wait 2 more hours to set the 7 hour one, which is why the 1 hour ones would actually be better. So when you're going to bed, make sure you set your 7 hour one, so when you wake up, you can get the maximum potential drops, because you're not going to be awake throughout the whole night. And I hope you're not setting alarms for this game, because me personally, it's not that serious. But if you want to be that efficient, you could wake up every hour and then set the 1 hour ones. But I don't recommend that for your health, please. But yeah. When you go to bed, set the 7 hour ones. You get the most out of it during your sleep. When you wake up, you claim them. Back to the 1 hour grind. 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. That's it. And I know I haven't showed it yet, but here's the exchange shop. It's actually where I got the adventures, but you could actually go look through it and buy whatever you want from the watermelons that you collect. Like, I was just going through it. You can see the super souls, skip tickets, energy tickets, summoning tickets for the master pack, Mainly, I only care about the adventures, like, and the souls. But the adventures is what I'm trying to show you, so you can actually do the 1 hour ones. You can't access them anywhere else, so you're gonna have to enter the exchange shop, and they're very cheap. You can see literally 1 watermelon slice for 1 adventure. You could probably press like 50 and then bang them out in the whole day if you're doing it for all the extra 6 slots that you have available, minus the 23-hour adventure that I told you to be doing every day. So yeah, just make sure you're banging that out consistently, and then you'd be pretty much good. You get through it in absolutely no time, trust me. And yeah, that brings the video to an end. I know I could have got it out in a couple sentences, but I want you guys to actually understand the concept so you be good for the future. And I know some people are like faster learners, but some people are not as fast learners, so I want to explain everything so it's as clear as possible. So recently I've been noticing that people have been saying you could have said that in like 2 minutes, but me telling you and then you explaining to understand is 2 different things, which is why I actually take the time to actually explain everything. I want to be that channel where you can actually gather information and not just get the answers you get. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment. Like, I get to all the comments, so make sure you leave one. Besides from that, all my social media links on the left. If you haven't already, make sure you press the subscribe button. But yeah, hopefully you get done with this adventure grind really quickly. My name's Zakashi, and I'll see you guys in the next one.